What is up? Welcome back to Point Blank. I am Nikki,
And I'm Lauren.
and we are two best friends in our 30s just navigating life together because it doesn't look like probably everybody else is. So we just wanted to talk about that and chat about our life and our experiences and stuff. And today we're diving into part 2 actually from a previous episode about like feeling behind as an adult or not feeling like an adult. So if you didn't check out part 1, you can go listen to that one first. I mean, it doesn't really matter. You could listen. Do what you want. But this one's kind of about like friendships and hobbies and kind of careers and things like that. But before we dive into that, and I don't know when you're hearing this, it could be any day of the week, but it's a Monday for us right now on recording, and so we just had the weekend. Lauren, how was your weekend?
It's pretty good. The kids all had sports. We're finally back to soccer on Saturdays, which we love. We had 2 weeks off, so it's been a rough one.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so we had soccer on Saturday, 4 games. My older kiddo is actually reffing now because she's a freaking hustler and she loves to make some money.
Okay,
So
love
good
that.
for her. Yeah, so my husband took her to go ref a game and she had a blast doing that.
I love
And
that.
yeah. And like Sunday, we went to Costco, spent way too much money, but hey, now we got a full fridge and a full cabinet.
Hey.
Yeah, so just in cleaning and doing laundry and, just all the fun things on a Sunday that you normally do just to catch up for the week.
Yeah, that Sunday reset.
I know, always. I feel like if you're not ready for the week, especially because I make the kids lunches, you know what I mean? It's like, I gotta have groceries. If not, it's all hell breaks loose in this house. If there's no food, the kids panic.
Oh my God, just wait till they're
So,
teenagers.
no,
Wait till
yeah,
your son is a teenager and he eats
I
18
cannot.
meals
Yeah,
every 2 hours.
they're literally all like that because they practice and play so many different
Yeah.
sports that they're like constantly looking for food. And I have this super cool thing. If you guys don't have it, it's called like a tackle box, kind of like what you would take fishing, but you have it for like just snacks and stuff. So I fill that shit up with little snacks, and it's super cool. You just do like a little variety of things, and the kids love it.
Okay, tackle
So
box.
yeah, it's pretty sick. Actually, you got it from Target. I think it was like $10 or something like that. It wasn't too bad. But just fill it with some fruit and a little bit of like crackers and a little bit of, I think I put some cheese sticks in there and some random little snacks that the
hell
kids
yeah.
like. You got to come prepared. Otherwise, they're going to be freaking yapping your ear off if there's no snacks. So made sure all that stuff was put together. And since we had spring break, got the kids ready, made sure their backpacks were, ready yesterday because God knows what they look like. So,
Oh God,
just
yeah.
typical.
It's like it was normal weekend, but then you had that spring break, so it's like makes it even
No,
more.
yeah,
like,
that's it's like we had to like refresh everything. Like, okay, do we have everything in the backpacks? Do we have the Friday folders that you guys took home? You know what I mean? Just the basic things. And I'm like,
it's like so crazy. I'm listening to you talk about this, and I'm thinking about my weekend. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, here's what I did. I ate a really good Cali burrito, drove down
love
PCH,
that.
checked out the ocean.
Did you? I'm
Yeah, I
jealous.
just kind of had a vibe, and then I was
It's nice.
watching
It was
Biebercella
such
all
perfect
weekend.
weather for that.
Yeah.
Oh
And
yeah,
then I
Bieber song
was,
was super cool. That like totally brought back the feels from when we were younger.
oh
All
my
the
God,
younger
dude,
songs and all
Bieber,
that
the
stuff. Oh
way
my
that
God.
I love him. Because here's the thing, it was so funny. I was literally complaining to people. I was literally like, I can't, like Sabrina Carpenter and all of these. I'm like, why are there furries on the stage? Why? Like, there's just so much going on. It's like so performative. And I'm like, I'm so like, it's just, ew, it's
You're like,
annoying. I'm not here for
oh,
that. And then, like, Bieber comes on. It's just like him and his art, dude. It's like there's nothing else, and it's just the vibe and the music. At one point, he's like laying on the stage just singing, and I'm like, this is what we love. Like, this is what I love. I
it was
literally
like
had to
so
turn off Sabrina
nostalgic
Carpenter.
too. You know what I mean? It was like so crazy. It was just like
Yeah.
it totally just brought you back. And like you said, it was so nice. It wasn't like so performative. It was just like it felt real. It felt authentic. It just felt like we were all just hanging out, a
Hanging out at a
vibe.
kickback.
No, seriously. And it was like, and I think he was pulling it from like YouTube or whatever he
Yeah.
was doing. Like that's we don't need like some full on
It's a vibe.
crazy like stage set. Like that
No.
was
I
nice
did
to
hear
finally
some
see.
like theory or something about that because like all of those songs were like legally under his last producer, so he couldn't like get the rights to them or perform them or whatever. So like his loophole was playing it off of YouTube in like a karaoke style.
Oh, I see. That kind of makes sense.
I'm like, okay, well that kind of adds up, but at the same
Whatever
time, I'm
works.
just gonna say he's a genius and I love him and it's fine. So, it was just like such a vibe, dude. Like,
And I felt
but
like
then I'm like
he
thinking
looked
about
like so different. Like,
girl, he looks so happy and he's like
yeah, he looks
smiling
like
and giggling.
healthy.
I'm like kicking my feet and giggling back like he can see me. I'm like it was everything I needed to be. And then it
He just
ended
looked
and it was
mentally like happy. You know what I mean?
he's
Like
so much
he
healthier.
just, yeah, he just
I'd
looked like
love
he
to see
really
it.
needed that.
Yeah. And he's like, I really missed you guys. I'm like, we literally missed you, but it's
I
okay.
know.
Come back whenever, I guess. Like 5 years
Yeah,
later, it's like
yeah,
fine. Yeah.
yeah.
Come back whenever. And it's just I don't know, it was like so healing to see him just be and here's the thing too, is like in a day and age where everything's so theatrical and performative and fake as shit, it's like this dude
Hmm.
comes out and it's just like la 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 la. He's just singing in a
Yeah,
mic, hanging out,
everyone
and I
loves it.
just like I loved that for all of us because I think it all like I think it had a pretty big impact on just us being like, you know what, it's so true. Like the whole thing where he was like showing his baby self and everything, I think it was really symbolic of just like kind of that like inner child, like that's kind of it's still who I am, but I'm just a better
Hmm.
version of that. And it just was like it just hit home, dude. It was
And you just
so
saw so many
good.
people crying too, like in the audience
No,
and stuff.
truly.
Like when they would pan out, you just saw like so many people just in their feels, you know?
Truly. Like
Like
no one
so
else is
many
doing that.
people.
It would be
I
so
know.
brutal. I loved it. So that's what I did for my
Yeah,
weekend, but
that's
it was a
super
little bit
cool.
different than
Yeah.
yours. I literally was in bed pretty much all day, just
I'm
eating
jealous.
Cali burritos, and then like between the hour of because he came on at like 11:30, so it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and so I went and did a Taco Bell run,
Oh, we love
and I
that.
vibed out with some Taco Bell and watched some Jay. It was great. It was great, but God, I could talk about that forever. But
I know.
anyway, now we have to go into this whole bit about feeling behind, which I think Bieber helped me feel not so behind.
I know.
Because, like, at the end of the day, it's just like you just being like respecting and honoring yourself and where you come from and just pushing on. So, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. But our last episode, again, we kind of, we talked about finances mostly, and then we talked about like settling down and kind of like where we feel like we should be.
Right.
And then this one is more about, like, I feel like it's like there's so much to talk about on like
I know.
friendships and career and hobbies and just like I don't even know where to start. I mean, we've done a few episodes already on how hard it is to make friends.
Right, right, right.
So maybe we don't have to dig too much into that one, but if you're listening, I feel like you already know. You already know
Yeah,
the
if you know, you know.
you already know the pain points, dude. It's like
Yeah.
it is so difficult. And like it's so difficult, but then like you're like, okay, I accept that it's difficult and I'm gonna push myself and try things anyway and I'm gonna go put myself out there anyway. And then you meet people who like maybe you vibe with, but then like the layers start to peel off, the onion starts to come, you know what I mean? It's like and then you're sitting there and you're like, actually this is not what who I thought it was. We're actually not probably gonna be that close. It's just like and then you go into that whole spiral of like, oh God, like here we go again.
I feel like it just takes like one topic of like conversation. You're just like, oh no, this isn't gonna work.
One topic, like one
literally just, it's
action.
like a one and done kind of thing. You're just like, oh, maybe not so much, you know?
Yeah. And what I've noticed lately too, I just feel like a lot of people say like people say things to say things, but it's like be about the business, you know? It's like
Right.
or you know what I genuinely have observed is like people really lack self-awareness
Oh my God. I
and
just
like
cannot.
looking out like they lack self-awareness of just them being in an area or interacting with human beings and how they are, presenting themselves or acting. But then also they just lack awareness in general because it's like they don't know how to communicate with people or they don't
I
like
know.
have common sense. It's like common decency, like thinking about how something might impact somebody else. They just do not. And part of me is like, do they do not care? They just genuinely are dumb and they don't even understand that this is happening.
Well, and I feel like that's why I have such a hard time like connecting, right? Because it's like those just like common little things. Like if you don't have it, you're already out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not even gonna waste your time. I'm not gonna waste my time. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't have those common, like just courtesy little things, right? I'm just like, oh my, it's such a turn off. It is such a freaking turn off. I can't even begin to tell you because I just can't. Like, it seems normal, right? Like, it just seems like, oh, like that's just something that they should be aware of. But it's like you said, like, is this like actually something that they're actually paying attention to, or they just like dumb, you know? Like,
They're so dumb they don't even know like what they're doing is incorrect.
Well, you know what pissed me off? I know this is kind of off topic, but when I was at Costco,
Let it
it's
out.
just self-awareness, right? Like
Yeah.
somebody literally left their cart in the middle of the aisle, dude.
At a
Like they
Costco
couldn't
is
hold off to
insane.
the side. They literally left it in the middle of the freaking aisle and they were off to the side just like looking at something. I'm like, I look at them, I'm like, are you for real? Like I literally look at my husband, I'm like, the amount of like no self-awareness, freaking I just cannot. Like
And at a Costco, like at a grocery store, it's annoying, but a Costco has like a million people in there
no.
at one time on the weekend.
Well, it's like we're trying to get by. Everyone has these big ass carts. You know what I mean? I'm like, and then you decide to leave your shit in the middle of the aisle. I just nothing grinds my gears more than that. And I look at him like, how do you not like think like
do you
what
sleep
are
at
you
night?
doing? I literally shoved their car out of the fucking way. I just cannot. Like I literally I just don't have the patience for people like that. I really don't. Like I don't know. We could have a whole flipping
A
conversation
whole
on this
thing
stuff,
where
like
we
things
just
that just
rip.
grind our gears. I just cannot. Like that is such a big one for me. I just oh
No,
my
wait,
god,
I
like
actually want us to
the
have an episode where
self-awareness.
I just want us to have an episode, like one episode where we're just bitching and
Oh
talking
yeah,
about stuff
we
that we
need
just
it.
can't stand. I need to let it out. Because at the end
I
of the
feel
day,
like
here's the other
everyone
thing
needs
too.
that.
Like, not only is that so annoying, and I don't know if there's like a reason in what, well, there probably is a reason, but when
Hmm.
elderly individuals act like that, and I
All
just
the
get
time.
so like, I have this like good cop bad cop like angel demon thing where it's like
Hmm.
be nice, they're old, like respect your elders, be a nice
Hmm.
person, have patience. And then the other half of me is like, these freaking losers paid 2 eggs and a goat for their home that's worth 2 million now, right? They don't even know what the price of gas is probably because they got shuttled over here by some home care place. It's
Exactly.
like
I know.
i'm
That's
just
the thing
like
that. Ugh.
I'm like, you people get out of my way. You've had enough. You've taken enough from
I know.
me.
No, seriously. I'm
Like,
just like
don't take
I
my time and
cannot.
my patience.
I know. I just cannot.
So that's one thing. But then to swing it back into our friendship thing, but like, I just, and I think it is because we're older, but I just don't have
Hmm.
the patience or the time. And I think it's because I've been jaded enough or hurt enough or whatever, where I'm just like,
No, I think that's what it is. I feel like it's just like you live and you learn, and it's like I've learned enough that I'm just like that shit is never gonna happen again. And it's like you start to see those flaws in somebody that you're just like, oh my god, like here she is, or you like compare them to like, oh my gosh, she's just like so and so. You know what I mean? Like it's so
yeah,
hard not to learn from previous friendships, right? That you're like, that is not happening again. And when you
yeah,
start to see those like little quirks in someone, you're like, oh my god, I see you later. Like not even gonna waste my time or energy. And it's just I don't know. But like jumping into
yeah,
like what about like maybe finding a friend through like a hobby that you like to do? You know what I mean? Like maybe even
yeah.
finding a friend through that, you know?
Yeah. I mean, we talked about it a little bit about like showing up to places that you genuinely are interested in and not just because you saw
Hmm.
something on social media that's like hot and popping off and you feel like you have to go there to do something.
Right.
So I do think like you have to, well, here's the other thing. I just feel like as adults, we don't think about hobbies. Like,
Mm-mm.
I don't know. It's like someone asks you like, "Oh, what are your hobbies?" Like I'm doing job interviews and stuff, and some of their like one-off questions are like, "Well, what are your hobbies outside of work?" I'm like,
I don't even have one.
so then I've had to like really reflect, so I have an answer. But it's like I don't know. I like to box. I like cars. I like coffee. I like to read. So it's like, what can I do? Like, where can I go where I'm like doing things like that, where I might meet? And
Hmm.
I was talking to someone the other day, and I was like, I just don't feel like my personality type is like out there, like for me to find. Like,
Hmm.
and we had mentioned this, and I know I said this on a previous episode too, of like, not every friend needs to be some deep thing. Like, you could have your
Right.
social friends, your party friends, like, where it's just kind of surface level. You go out, you have fun, you know, you'll laugh a lot, but there's nothing deep. And like, I think that's fine too. But
Hmm.
it's like, it's just like, you gotta, it's so weird because I could go to like any event. I could go to some event that I literally would drive me crazy and I would not want to be friends with anyone there, but I could still communicate and have conversation, get along with people.
Right.
But I feel like if I tried to find my people, like people who believe what I believe, who think the way that I think, who have the routine that I have, like I don't even know where I would go. And it's hard too because you go on like Instagram or something and you see all these people or like your friends who have friends that they kept from high school. I mean, we're friends from high school, but they might have like
Right.
multiple friends or like bigger group of friends, and they're going like to this restaurant, and they're going to this like staycation day trip, and they're like girl group, and I'm like, what? Like, are you guys for real, or is this like fake?
Yeah.
Because I literally can't find anybody who is directly 90% of how I am. You know what I mean? Like in the way I think and what I like to do and like
Right.
carry myself and morals and values and political views or religious view. Like there's nothing I just can't match it just doesn't match up like almost
Well, I feel like
ever.
too, like I feel like that almost sounds like you're looking for someone like a relationship, right? But like just a
Kind of does.
friendship, you know what I mean? Like it almost sounds like you're like, okay, well, in order to be in a relationship with someone, they need to check all these boxes, right? Or like be into maybe or be on the same side of this, that, or the other, right? But I don't know. I feel like friendships. I feel like that's why I have like just basic surface level ones. Because like for example, a lot of soccer friends, like we may just have soccer in common with each other. You know what I mean? Like we don't really get down to the nitty gritty on some of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I don't know, sometimes I feel like it's just easier to stay in that lane, like the surface level, because again, like once you dig deeper, I feel like that's when you find the flaws, and then that's normally when you take off. You know what I mean? And then
Sure.
it's like, there goes that one. You know what I mean? Like another
Yeah.
one bites the dust, you know?
But even like surface level stuff I think about like, you know, on social media down here in Southern California, there's a bunch of social groups, like girl
Mm-hmm.
groups. So I was doing a few events with one of them. I actually met one of my good friends through one of them. So I'm not here to like hate on them, but it's
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, these girls, it's like their idea of like a girl get together, whatever. They want to do DIY crafts in the park. They want to all have a Disney day where they put their little Disney gear on and go to. I would rather die, bro, than spend a whole day at Disneyland. You couldn't pay me enough money to walk through Disneyland. Like, I don't want to do this shit. Like, I want to go to like cars and coffee. I want to go
Mm-hmm.
like to a Harley Davidson dealer and like sit on some bikes. I want to go to like, I don't know, a bookstore or like a sporting event or like I want to have like big watch parties for like the Olympics or like football games and like
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to make bracelets with a picnic at the park. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just it's so hard. Could I do it? Yes. Could I have a good time? I don't know, but I could like talk to people because my personality type like I can talk to anybody. But it's like I'm craving like even that surface level thing. It's like if
Mm-hmm.
I could just find some people that would be down to go to Cards and Coffee with me on a Saturday or like take our dog somewhere and do something like active or athletic or like go to a workout class together. Like maybe they would go to my boxing class. Like I can't find it. Like there's people in my boxing class. So like that would
Mm-hmm.
be a good place to start. Like I've
Right.
made a few friends there, but it never that's the other thing, it never leaves
I
there.
know. Yeah. That's what I'm
It
telling you. It's
never
all like
leaves
surface
there.
level things that you're just like you have in common because I feel like once you start to pick at someone's brain and kind of figure out like what they're into
Yeah.
or this out of the other, it's like I feel like once you hear something that like you maybe don't want to hear, you're like, ugh. Like it's a turn off. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Then you're
Or
like,
it's like
oh,
you
maybe
just
not so much.
you kind of already know like a couple of the girls in the boxing class like we follow each other on Instagram and like it's
Hmm.
cool, it's fun, I love them, they're a great time, like so cool, but I see like how they are or like who they are and I'm like I know like we just don't
Yeah.
at that deeper level we just wouldn't. So it's like okay. But it's like I don't know, it's like it's hard because you do look on socials and you just see people hang out with people like so effortlessly and
Hmm.
it's like what am I doing wrong? Like I don't feel like I am there. Like and I think too like as an adult and growing up and stuff, I think it's very normal like that you don't have a lot of friends. Like I don't think
No,
it's
like
like
yeah, I think it's
cuz you're supposed to, right? Quote unquote supposed to, right? Like most likely find someone in a relationship, settle down and like that's your person. And like you might
mhm.
have a handful of friends and like but that's kind of your main social outlet, right? It's
Right.
like you have your person, but for people who don't have that, it's like, hello, it's like this big void, and it's like, am I? You feel behind because you don't have the relationship, and then you also feel behind because you don't have a squad of people who have your back in the way that you want, and so it's just like all this stuff is piling up that makes you just feel like shitty and like you're not doing enough, or I don't know, it's just everything just like snowballs into the next thing.
That's what I'm saying. So I feel like a lot of people they kind of keep things like surface level as to like what they may have in common, right? And kind of just leave it at that. And
Yeah.
then I don't know, like for me, I feel like the more people that have access to me and the more people that have access to like information about me, like I almost feel like that's more dangerous. But again, that's just
Mm.
how I think of things. Like I don't want people to have all the access to me because again, I've just seen it happen too many times where it's like people use that against you or like
Sure.
you know what I mean? Like it just I feel like it almost bites you in the ass more than it does good. Like I feel like it does more harm than good. If again, that's just my experience. And I feel like I maybe have like maybe 2 or 3 close friends that I could like feel confident in like speaking on things and like they wouldn't use those words against me or like take those words and run with them and spread them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's just like human nature of females or what it is, but I don't know. I feel like that's why I have a hard time really relating. But like you said, like it's like once you have your significant other, like in all honesty, like I would rather hang out with my husband.
Right.
You know what I mean? And especially like I don't see him all the time during the week because he's working 2 jobs and he's gone from like right now is his busy time, so he's gone from like 6 a.m. to like 9 p.m. like every
Ooh.
single day. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
I don't get to see him like that, you know? So it's like for me that's my priority is like having that relationship with my husband and then also like as a family. You know what I
Of
mean? So like
course.
it's kind of hard because we're so busy all during the week with like sports and just school and
Yeah.
you know what I mean, just the basic chores and things like that, you know, that it's like that's what I personally have such a hard time of like I don't know, maybe going to find like girlfriends to hang out with or whatever it may be. You know what I mean? Because like that's
Yeah.
not my priority.
Sure. It's like
You know what I
it's
mean?
just a
So
different phase.
yeah, like I feel like you know
Yeah.
some people are like really wanting that connection with other like friends and like connecting with friends. And like to me, I feel like I'm not there.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I kind of like don't really want it either. I
Yeah.
mean, like
I'm kind of like the same. Like I was doing a
it's
lot
like
of
you
things
do,
like
but you don't. You know what I mean? It's weird.
yeah. Yeah. I was doing a lot of like meetups with these girl groups or like there's this app
Mhm.
called Time Left, you can go get coffee, and then there's this other one I signed up for in June that's like Roots, Real Roots or something. I don't know. Like I'm trying, but
Mhm.
I literally took this month off of like trying these things because I'm honestly exhausted.
Doesn't it get,
Like
yeah, I was gonna say, doesn't it get exhausting? Like just, I feel like it's
yeah,
almost a lot of work. You know what I mean?
it's so much work. Well, the
It
other thing
is.
too, and maybe this is me just being negative, but I'm like, it's so performative to me.
A little bit.
Like you know, you show up here and you're like, oh, you're talking about this, or you want to dress a certain way, or it's like, you know, these people are doing these groups so they can get content for the Instagram, and then it's like very just like performative,
Right.
and
Like
I
it's
know
not
like when you,
authentic, right?
yeah,
Like,
like I know when you first meet people, you're obviously like total surface level, just like
mhm,
cracking jokes, having a good time. There's nothing really serious happening there,
right.
but I think like it's just that it's that same thing over and over again. So you go to one event, it's like that,
Mhm,
and then you're like, oh, it was like fun. Like I met a couple cool people. Maybe you keep in contact, maybe you don't. But then it's like, oh
right.
yeah, I'll go to another one. Then you go to another one. It's like performative again, and it's like, oh,
Kind of the
but
same
it's like,
thing.
yeah, it's like at what point do you just dig a little deeper, or also like to the performative part is like we're doing all these crazy Instagram worthy things. Like I want to go to like
Mhm.
a rage room and break shit. Can I do that? Can I go throw axes and knives? Like I don't know. It's like all these groups I'm seeing are like hot yoga and like wear your cutest. What I'm like, girl, no. Maybe I need to start my
Like,
own
no, thank
group.
you. Yeah, maybe.
Tomboys of Orange County.
Yeah.
Let me know if you want to join. I'll
Yeah.
start it. I don't know. It's like it's discouraging, and then you just get down on yourself like everything else. You just get down on yourself like I should be this, I should do that, but you got to stop, you know. You got to stop that. I think the win is like you just trying.
Yeah,
Sounds
literally, like you
stupid,
said,
but
just putting yourself out there and like even just putting forth the effort, right? I feel like is also
yeah.
really big. But
Yeah.
also, like, of course, it's gonna feel discouraging, right? Like if it doesn't work out, or if you're like, oh, well, I didn't really make a friend this time, or oh, here's another surface level friend. You know, it's like
Yeah.
because you're trying to break that cycle, right? But again, it's so hard to find that person that you're like, okay, wait, are we gonna hang out outside of this again, or is this kind of like a one and done? Like, oh, it was cool to meet you, you seem cool, but like, you know what I
That's
mean?
it. Like gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's well the other thing too is like even if you did hit it off with somebody or whatever, like say you're
Mhm.
both single or maybe you're both dating or whatever, but you're not like married to anyone, but like things get more serious maybe if like one of your friends gets a partner or whatever, and then it's like they fade
Mhm.
away a little. And I think like
Happens every
that's
time.
something, but I think that's something like, you know, I've seen a lot on like socials and stuff where it's like you know, your boyfriend's not my friend, or like I don't need your boyfriend to come to our girls thing, and like blah, 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 which valid for the most part, but at the end of the day, I'm like, it's actually very, very healthy that your friend who now has a romantic partner who they're serious about is spending time and trying to build a life with said partner. That's like the point.
Yeah, like that's just how things are supposed to go, actually.
So like, I feel like don't get mad about it. Like, should they cut you off completely? No. But if you used to hang out 3 times a week and now you hang out once a week or once every other week, like, does it suck? Yeah. But it's like, that's like
just
the
what's
point.
supposed to happen, though.
Unless like you all stay single forever and just like rent a house together and just be like, you know what I mean? I mean, that's what you want to do it.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. I think you just have to accept people. I think you just have to accept people for their life phase too, and like things change.
Well, like you said, everyone's just like in a different phase of life. You know what I mean? Like you said, like one may be jumping into a relationship, one may be ending one may be in a long-term relationship. You know what I mean? It's just, it's so hard to navigate life in general. You know what I mean? It's like, again, I feel like this just kind of dates back to like give everyone grace. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to figure it out. They're still trying to work you in their life. You know what I mean? It's not like they're cutting you off, even though it may feel like that, right? Because you're so used to hanging out with that person, like you said, 3 days a week or whatever it may be. But it's just so hard, right? Like that's the point. Like when you meet someone, you're trying to make something of that relationship. You know what I mean? Like the whole point is to spend more time with that person, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Plus life is just so busy, right? Like think about it. Like, you know, everyone normally has like a job. They have like this to go to. They just have like the normal chores to go to or like do, you know what I mean? And it's like to fit people in is like already a chore as it is, because it's like hard. There's just not enough time in the day, you know? So it's like, I don't know. Because then it's like you're trying to like maybe work out so many days a week, and you're trying to like also, yeah, you know what I mean? It's just like there's just so much that's like you're supposed to be doing, right, as a person, that you're just like there's not enough time in the day.
Yeah, no, that reminds me of like those you know, like on Instagram and stuff where it's like, okay, here's what you're gonna do, like get 10,000 steps, eat vegetables, eat fruits, take your vitamins, go to the gym, read 10 books a month, talk to this friend, keep your kids happy, keep your partner happy. It's like this huge list of shit to do every day, so and you're like, okay, and then I'm supposed to sleep 8 hours and do this. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, there's just really like, I don't know, like I feel like the normalcy, right, that people try to push is like all those all those kind of things, right? And it's like, and then that's where it gets overwhelming, right? Because you feel like you have this whole checklist of things to do, and you're like, how the hell am I supposed to get all these boxes checked off by the end of the day? Like, and it makes it more no, not at all. And it's like it makes it like, instead of enjoyable, it makes it like, oh gosh, like I have to get this many steps today, like there's just no way, you know what I mean? Like, and I feel like that's where I kind of got down in the dumps a little bit, because it was like I was trying to like just like really just hit these certain goals, right? And it's like it makes sense if you have nothing to absolutely do all day every day, you know what I mean? And it's like, oh, today all I have to worry about is like going to yoga and like Pilates or doing this, that, or the other, you know? It's like that's not normal. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, especially if you have a job, right, that maybe takes up 8 hours of your day, like if you're like an 8 to 5, you know what I mean? It's like things like that you just don't have. And maybe you're sitting all damn day, like I was at my you know what I mean, work from home job, that it's just like it's hard to get in those steps. And you know, like again, like everyone's situation is different, right? If I worked maybe out in the field somewhere, then like the 10,000 steps would go hand in hand with my 8-hour gig. But like not everyone has that luxury, so like it just, again, that's an extra task that you have to worry about outside. You know what I mean? It's just
I
like,
just keep thinking about
ending.
it. I'm like thinking, I'm like, oh yeah, get 200 grams of protein and 30 grams of fiber, and okay, take this vitamin, take this supplement, and you're not getting enough magnesium, and you really should sleep with it, and then use the red light, and then I'm like,
this many ounces of water. I'm like peeing every 5 seconds. It's just like it's just not the vibes. It's really not.
It's just like I'm just so over this external input. Like, like there used to be a day where it was like this standard, like exercise is good for you. You should do it an hour, whatever, a day, or 30 minutes a day, and that was like it. There wasn't like, do this hit, and then you got to do it this way, and then make sure you're doing this kind of weight training, but don't do that weight training. Do this one where you're only resting for, it's like, hello?
When I look at it now, like, I'm like, okay, I'm going to clean the house, so that'll be considered like my
A little
workout for
activity.
today. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that's just like my movement for the day. You know what I mean? Like
And
because
sometimes
it's
that's
hard
what
to
it
be like,
is.
well, and that's the thing, right? It's like that's how I look at it versus like, oh my gosh, I have to clean this up and then I have to go get my workout done before I go pick up the kids. You know what I mean? Like there's just not enough time. So I'm like, okay, so if I'm gonna clean the house, like this is gonna be my
Totally.
like gig for today. You know what I mean? It's like it is what it is. You take what you can get, and again, not everyone has the luxury of just like sitting there with a checklist all day, you know? So it's like, but again, it's like the outside perspective, right? Of like what you're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be doing. I feel like that,
Mm-hmm.
like, supposed to be, like, that phrase just drives me nuts because it's like, I feel like there's just such a huge expectation of what people are supposed to be getting done or what they're supposed to look like or,
Oh my God, dude.
you know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's never ending. It really
That's literally
isn't.
the one thing that makes everyone unhappy with their life is because
Right.
of what other people say that they should be doing
Hmm.
or like what they see and then they compare and they're like, well, maybe I should be doing that or why can't
Right.
I have this or why am I not as far along in this department as that person?
Right.
If we could all just take a deep breath. I mean, for real, because it's not even it's like fake shit, dude.
I
It's
know.
like fake as shit.
Like, there's not enough time in the day. Let's be real. Nobody's doing all these things. Like, if
Everyone's
you
like,
can get
"Oh,
outside for like a 20-minute walk, like, count that as a win. If you can get outside for
yeah.
even just 10 minutes just to get some vitamin D, and like, I guarantee you it'll put you in such a different place. Like,
Yeah.
just anything that you can do. You know what I mean? Even if it's like a load of laundry, like, that's a win.
Yeah.
If
Well,
you
here's my
like
hot take.
something.
My hot take is this bullshit idea where it's like we all have 24 hours in the day. I am going to tell you right now,
That's
Kim
not true.
Kardashian's 24 hours in her day are a lot more different and better utilized probably than my 24 or your 24. She could have a chef make her food for her. She has a trainer to figure out her workouts for her. She's got nannies up the yang. She's got drivers. She's got her 24 hours are different.
It's like
You know what I
48
mean?
hours for us.
I'm like, I used to believe that too. I'm like, well, you guys just, you're not disciplined enough. And like, you just can't do, like, I used to be in that. And then I'm thinking about, I'm like, actually, like, yeah, we all have the same 24 hours. But
Mhm.
if I
Not really.
had a bunch of money that I could send a personal chef to go to the grocery store and then cook all my meals for me, I just saved how much of my time? Then I can
And
go
because
do other
all those
things.
add up so quickly, like going to the grocery store, making meals
Yeah.
and dishes and like all these things, like trying to maybe put together a workout or, you know what I mean? Like all those take time, but when everything's done for you, it's like, well,
No,
you
literally.
know,
Or like these
not
people who are
everyone
like,
has that
oh, you know,
luxury.
like I got kids and they're like these rich ass people in the Hollywood Hills. I'm like, you actually probably don't ever see your kids. You're just like
Yeah.
nannying them out and then you're like doing whatever. Like we all have the same 24 hours, but it's all used differently based on
Hmm.
who we are. And I'm not
Based
saying
on
like
your
because
resources.
you're not, yeah, I'm not saying because you're not Kim Kardashian, like you're just destined to suffer. And that's not what I'm trying to say. Like you could figure out a way to become the next Kim Kardashian. I mean, maybe
Yeah.
don't do what she did, but hey, you know, it's like you could figure something out or just find ways that you could clear up some more of your time. Like if you could have groceries delivered and then save that time for you to be able to do a half-hour walk on your apartment treadmill or something. Like
Hmm.
think about it in a way of not comparing or feeling behind or like, oh, I don't have enough this, I don't have enough that. Like think of ways that you could like just tweak something to maybe give you a little bit of your time back to make you feel more like, oh, okay, like I'm not running around like a chicken with my head cut off.
And maybe you could like kill two birds with one stone. You know what I mean? Like you're cleaning the house, but you're also getting your steps in,
Oh
or you're
yeah.
like throwing a load of laundry in and that's going. So now you can go work on the next task. And
Yeah.
it's just all about the multitasking. And of course, again, it's so much easier said than done. But like, I feel like for me, once I sit down, like I'm toast for the rest of the day. It's like I got to keep moving my
Yeah.
body because if not, once I sit down, I'm like ready to crash out.
That's what
Because
I
it's
literally
been
crash
such a
every day
long
at like
day.
2 or 3 p.m.
Yeah, that's it. Remember we were talking about that. Like literally, there's just like something in the air at like that time frame that it's like I really have to dig deep and push through because if not, I'm like passed out on the couch.
No,
And honestly,
seriously.
like thank goodness the kids have sports because that gets me going. And I'm like, okay, well, I cannot sit down right now because we have to get to the next thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would literally be passed out on the couch because
Yeah.
it's
Good
just
thing I have
it's
a
that easy.
good thing I have a dog I have to take out because
Yeah, that too.
otherwise I'd be
That
like,
too.
screw that. I'd be like in my bed at like 3:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like the other thing too is I want to go back to the hobby thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like finding things that are going to get you excited about life again versus thinking about what you're lacking
Right.
and more into that mindset of like, oh, I'm learning this new skill.
Mm-hmm.
Because here's the thing. When you do something you like or you're learning something, you're passionate about something, you're interested in something, life is crisper. The water is
Wow.
colder. The breeze is breezing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like it's just there's a whole different level of like you see something on Instagram, you don't even give a shit, and maybe you don't even
Mm-hmm.
see it because you're too busy working on the fun thing that like has brought some spark back to your life, and you don't even see it
Right.
anymore. And then it's like it again, just like how the external input of like where you should be, what you should be doing, can make you go down this spiral of oh my god, I'm so behind, and how does this
Mm-hmm.
work for this person? And I can't even do this. You find something that like you want to spend a little extra time in a day and you like figure out a way to make your day in a way that you can put a little bit of time towards something that you love and you're like it
Mm-hmm.
could be anything dude, it's like pottery or golf, like it doesn't
Right.
even matter, pickleball, whatever it is, you start to get this like energy,
Right.
right? So like talking to people is easier, maybe you're more motivated then to like do a pickleball team, or maybe you meet the people. It's like life begins to change when you start getting excited about things again.
And like you said,
And
it's just like a simple thing. You know what I mean? You don't have to make it a huge list. It's like just start with one small thing and like boom, you don't like realize like how like
yeah.
I don't know, just life looks good again. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and you don't feel like you're behind because you're like, I
Right.
literally, all I can think about is like the fact that I get to go make a vase tonight in my class. Like, I don't even
Mm-hmm.
care that I don't own a home. I don't even care that so and so has 6 kids and she's got the white picket fence. I don't give a damn. I get to go make a
Yeah.
vase and I get to make it with my hands, and that's so cool and that's fun and I
Yeah.
love that. So it's just like, you gotta find something. And it's like, it's kind of cliche. It's like, oh yeah, okay, find some passion and do shit you're passionate about.
Right.
Or what is it like, find what you're passionate about and you won't work a day in your life. I actually
Right.
I don't think I buy into that anymore, because you could have a job you absolutely love, but at the end of the day it's a job still, and you got to have
Mhm.
hobbies that are fun, that you're not trying to monetize, that
If you
aren't
can
your
separate the
job.
two, you know?
Yeah, cuz when everything becomes about job and monetization and making money off of people and doing things you love to make money, please have some things that are just you like to do because it's fun, and you don't have to come
Yeah.
up with a business plan or a sales pitch or a fucking it's like
The
bring
list
back
goes on.
fun again, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
have some fun,
I know. Because life is so short. You know what I
like
mean?
get a
It's like just
scooter,
enjoy it. You know
like
what I
take a
find doing
scooter.
that's like it sounds so dumb, but like just walking the lake. You know what I mean?
Hello,
I feel
yeah.
like outside like that is just like I feel like it just sets the tone for the day. You know what I mean? Like getting outside, like today's such a perfect day for that. Like it's so crisp out, like there's still water on the floor from the rain. You're just like, oh, this is like
It smells
beautiful.
good.
No, yeah, there's just like
Yeah.
something about it. Like and you're just like walking around and you're just like and I feel like when you see people like walking around doing something that you like and like they actually look happy, you know what I mean? And it's just like again, like that's where it's just like, hey, good morning, how's it going? You know, like just
Yeah.
that common, like just little sometimes you just need it,
Yeah,
you
and like don't
know?
be embarrassed about what like literally I joked about the scooter, but like if you have an old razor scooter, you have like I have an electric scooter that goes like actually pretty fast. I'm with that thing around my development. I don't give a damn if my neighbor sees me. I don't give a shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
if it
If I want
makes
to
you
take my
happy
mic,
for a few minutes, go for it.
yeah, you want to get your little mountain bike and go hit a little like trail and like pretend like you're some freaking BMX rider or
I know.
something. Do it. Like I really, and I don't know if this is a thing that switched from my 20s to my 30s, but it's literally like do shit that you like to do. It changes everything.
It really does. It like
It
find it
makes
like
you
makes you find your purpose again. You know what I mean? Like even if
yeah.
like you're in the dumps or you know, like losing my job, right? I'm just like shit. Like you feel like a loser. You feel like this, that, and the
Yeah.
other, right? And then you're just like, no, like I'm still a bad bitch. I'm gonna find
Yeah.
myself again. First things
This shit
first,
will
I'm gonna
figure
like
itself out.
walk the lake in the morning, like get myself ready, get out of my pajamas. You know what I mean? Just like the basic things, like just get ready. Like, and again, I
Yeah.
don't put makeup on a lot, but like just like put yourself together, put your hair together, you know what I mean? Put on some clothes, go for a walk, like go just go do something. Like listen to our podcast while you're
Yeah. Hello.
walking, and like hello.
You know that saying, look good, feel good, play good. That's what
No,
I
it's
was
so
told
true.
when I was, high school athletics, when I went and
Mhm.
played college athletics. Look good, feel good, play good. And it
It's so
truly
true.
is that.
Yeah.
It truly is
It's
that.
just so simple.
And it's like, I just can't even, because I think about like, I think about my situation and I'm like, okay, so I live with my mom and dad. I'm going on year 4 now. I've been like laid off in a mass layoff back in 24 where I was unemployed for 7-8 months. Then I finally landed a job. That job is absolutely miserable. Worst job I think I've ever had in my life. I decided to quit. I've been unemployed now for another 4 months. I'm still at this house. I don't have a job. I didn't even put a bra on today. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, like, these thoughts are like, you're kind of giving real loser energy. And then I'm like, but then I take my, but then I like take my dog out and I put my top back in my car and I'm like kind of cruising around and I'm like, I still got it though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even, like, I am fine.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't give a shit what anybody else is doing. Because at the end of the day, like, my life and my days and my choice, they're whatever I make it to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I could sit here and be like, girl, you're giving off loser energy, like, from here to next year. Like, you're 32, you've been unemployed for longer than you've had a job in the last 2 years, and you live at your mom's house. You write that on paper, I'm swiping left, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not even talking to you, okay? But in my brain, I'm like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit because I know I'm going to get a job. I'm educated. I have all these certs. I have experience. I'm chilling.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to find the little joys in the day that remind me that, like, I am on the right path because it's very
Right.
easy to go down that, like,
That
you
rabbit hole.
crazy, stupid piece of shit. What are you doing? Like, whatever. You're a loser. It's like, I'm not, though. Do you see, like, my beautiful dog? And I get my favorite coffee every day. It's like, F all y'all. Like, I take my
You know
little
what's so
scooter
funny?
out.
Like your like persona of your life, right, may look like a loser, but to somebody else, they're probably like that could be a dream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Isn't that funny? Like
Yeah.
just to have like, you know, the certs that you have, like maybe that's something they've been wanting, or like maybe like they love like just you having your dog and like being able to take her to the park and just, you know what I mean? Like just like those
Yeah.
little things, like that could be a dream to somebody else.
Yeah. It's so
You know what I
funny,
mean?
too, because I literally am like, I love to work. I love to work. I love to have a job. I love to crush it. I love to do good. I love to succeed. I love working.
Mm-hmm.
And most people are like, oh my God, I just never want, I wish I could never work. I just wish I could like be a stay at home, whatever. And I'm like, that's like my worst nightmare. Like, I love a job. I love learning things. I love producing. I love like all of that stuff. And so like for me, not having one is like very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Most people are like, oh my God, like you can go do whatever you want, like whatever, blah, blah. I'm like, I would honestly rather be grinding and like working on a project and like doing things for like
Right.
8 hours of the day. Like for me, it's very hard to not have that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I always think it's like very like, it's so different because I'll hear people be like, oh my God, like I can't believe I have to be here another 4 hours. I'm like, the shit I would do to be at a job that I actually somewhat enjoyed and made a good paycheck and I could just do that for hours and hours and hours
Right.
a day. I would love that. That's the other thing too. Like when I'm going through the interview, I've had so many interviews, dude. I can't even get a job, and that's maybe a me problem. Probably is a me problem, but whatever. It's like I'm going through these processes, and it's like these people. I'm like, you don't even know what you're missing out on. Like genuinely, you have no idea. You're gonna go with another candidate who probably answered a question better. You know, whatever. Maybe they looked better. Maybe they like had one thing on the resume that was better than me.
Right.
You missed out because my shit works hard. Like I will work, you know what I mean? Like I will figure things out. I will put new processes together. I will, like, you effed up, not me. This is not a me problem anymore. Because it's really easy, you know, when you're unemployed, and I mean, you've been unemployed for a little bit of time, but like you're gonna notice, like, when you go through these interviews and it's rejection after rejection, it's very easy to have, you know, one path
for
being,
sure.
oh my God, what am I doing wrong? I'm no good. I'm never going to get a job. Oh my God, I'm so behind. I just can't do anything. I can't support myself. How are people going to take me seriously? Or
Right.
on the other one, you're like, you guys fucked up. Like, you guys messed that one up.
Yeah.
And like, that's okay. That's on you. I'm sure so-and-so, little Ruby or whoever's like going to be great for you, whatever, but you missed out.
Right.
And when you have that kind of attitude, it's like, it's a numbers game.
Game
It's grind
changer.
time. It's like you show up in a different way. You think about your life differently. You don't compare yourself really. And you're just like, whatevs. Like, I don't give a damn. Like, you guys didn't want me. That's crazy. And maybe that's conceited, maybe that's a stupid thing, but I really think you have to have a level of that.
Well, because
You
it's
have
like,
to
you know
have
what
a
you bring
level
to
of
the
that.
table, and I feel like it's so hard to find people that actually want to work and actually know how to like grind, and people that know how to put in the effort. You know what I mean? I feel like
Yeah.
like so many people just want it easy and just have it like handed to them, when it's like they don't know the like
Yeah.
grind life. Like they really don't. They don't
I have no
understand like
idea.
no, they have no idea. And I feel like that's where I come into play too. Like my job that I just lost, that I got laid off from, I'm just like, the person that you hired to take my position, like, good fucking luck is all I have to say to you, because
Yeah.
they
Godspeed.
will never bring what I brought to the table. And I think that's what like kills them, knowing that. It's like, well, have fun with that. Like, she's
Yeah.
gonna mess up everything, and you're gonna miss out on what I had and what I brought to the table. And I could get things done.
100%.
I don't need to be babysat. I don't need to be monitored. Like, I can get shit done. Like, you tell me how you want it, and trust me, I'll get it done.
100%. Well, I look at it too. I'm like, I spent my 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old self waking up at 4 in the morning, lifting weights, 3-hour practices, study hall, other practices in the afternoon, conditioning, extra reps after practice. I did all that. I wasn't getting a paycheck. I did it because I just wanted to be the best I could possibly be. And you're going to sit here and tell me, like, you're not going to take a shot on me when you're going to pay me to do work? You know how much extra shit I'd be putting into that? You think I stayed, a 3-hour practice, I stayed an hour and a half extra and took 200 more ground balls to be better? You don't think I would stay after to, like, make something work? It's like, you guys are crazy for that.
No,
Like,
literally,
that's
it's
so
so
insane
crazy.
to me. I'm like, whatever, I'll see you later then. Like, and
Yeah.
if I get, but see, this is also, like, my problem. If I get into an environment where I feel like the people don't care, or they're like, they don't have that collaborative kind of, like, energetic, like, we're all in this together, like, let's bounce ideas, let's, like, figure out, let's talk about it, and it's like you're kind of on your own. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
then I can shut off a little. I'm
Right.
like, I could totally own this, but you guys don't care,
Right.
so I don't care. And maybe that's my own problem, but I don't know. It's like, you have to, and basically what I'm trying to say is that you have to have this sense of just confidence in yourself
Mm-hmm.
and trust in yourself to use that against that kind of feeling like you're nothing moment.
Right.
Because it's very easy when you're, like, in your 20s, like, and if your 20s listening to this, we love you. But if you're in your 20s, it's like, nobody expects you to really have anything together. It's like,
Yeah, I feel like it's like once you hit your 30s, it's like you're supposed to have kind of your shit
Yeah.
together. Like, things are getting real.
yeah, you're in your 20s and people are like, oh, wow, you're doing so great. Like, you have your first maybe couple roles or whatever. And it's like,
Right.
people are like, oh, great. They don't really expect that much out of you.
I know.
Okay, you cross over to your 30s, just like, hello, sir. Why don't you have 10 years of experience? Why don't you have this? Why don't you
Yeah.
have that? Like, why are you not in this position? And it's just a weird transition from that. And so it's
Mhm.
very easy to get caught up in that when you start to feel like you're falling behind.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if you can find stuff that you love to do and keep it as a hobby and find joy and excitement, you stop comparing yourself to what everybody, like, thinks you should
Yeah,
be
like,
doing,
just
because
do
you
it.
literally don't care.
Yeah.
And then also just knowing the kind of sauce you bring. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Just have the confidence, and then if you have that confidence, a rejection is like, I feel bad for you. Like, you just kind of missed out on that, but you'll whatever, to each their own. And you just
Right.
move on. I think when you can start to have that attitude, like, you don't feel behind in really anything anymore.
Exactly.
You might have moments where you do, obviously. It's human,
Yeah,
but
that's normal.
but like, it's like you can take an hour and cry about it, but then be like, you know what, I'm a bad bitch, so
Yeah.
I'll be fine. I'm a bad bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just it's hard out there. I don't know, it's hard, but you gotta have you.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta just believe in you and have your own back. And just know,
That's
like,
who it is
whatever
at the end of
decisions.
the day, you know.
Yeah, and whatever decisions you're making for your life are yours to make, and it doesn't mean you're behind in any sort of way.
Right.
And things are going to happen to you that are going to knock you off whether you feel like you're actually caught up or not. So it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're gonna get knocked
know.
down regardless. So
That's a guarantee. If one thing about
Yeah.
life, you can be guaranteed to be knocked
yeah,
a few times.
that's for sure.
Anyway, that's all we got for you. Unless, Lauren, you got anything? I don't think so. I think we wrapped that one up.
No, yeah, we're gonna wrap that one up. I'm excited for the next episode, though. Aren't you?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
We
Go
have a
over to
lot to talk
the
about.
to our gram.
Yeah, go
Point
check
blank
it out, y'all.
NL. we're in there. We're trying to make that just more like a cool vibe, like hangout kind of hangout room, if you will. So go over there and let us know maybe what you feel behind on, or if something kind of stuck with you over the last 2 episodes, since there was a part 1. So go listen to that, and we'll catch you in the next episode, y'all. We'll talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Okay, bye.